I mean, everybody loved MJ. I played against MJ in Chicago before. I ripped the ball. I almost ripped the ball from MJ.
I was about to say,
I
almost blocked his shot too.
Yeah,
okay, I hear you.
No.
Hey, cheers to almost. Yeah, cheers to almost.
Cheers to that. Cheers.
Look, I'll drink to that because I almost blocked the shot a couple of times. So let me drink to that.
We hooped in Chicago. We did a movie called Light It Up in Chicago. And they had a late night gym that we basically hooped from like 2 a.m. to like 5 a.m. And like MJ walked in one time. Because it was like R. Kelly actually like running the gym. And I'm known for defense. I've ripped Tim Hardaway before at camp. Ooh. Tim, you know I ripped you at camp.
He called you out.
Yeah. I've ripped Cameron Payne is in there. You know I ripped you at at IMG. But MJ hit a crossover and I had it. And he just grabbed me by the back of the neck and just pulled me back. I'm like, but he's a great one. So, but I would say top of the food chain for me is probably Kobe and Magic too. Irvin's.
Well, you got to give, and you probably have one too. You got to have what is like a great Kobe story that you have?
I think the best Kobe story was seeing him with so many girls when he first got to California.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, he was single. When he first got to California, he was single.
That was back when he was 17, 18 years old.
He could do that.
Every single time I saw Kobe with a different girl, man. I love it. Before Vanessa.
Yeah, way before Vanessa. Okay, there we go.
She's a local girl too. I think she went to El Segundo High School, I think.
OC girl.
But he's a philosopher, so I like that. I like the Mamba mentality and the things that he talks about and stuff. I think are pretty high level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Diehard Lakers. Do you? What era do you love the most? Did you like the Showtime, the Lakers Kobe Shaq, the Kobe Powell, LeBron era? What era do you like the most?
I would say the most nostalgic for me is probably the Irvin Kareem era. Just because I watched that with my dad.
Showtime.
Yes,
Showtime, baby. Showtime.
He likes that too.
Showtime. But being in the building when we got the new stadium was a big deal. Like going to Staples Center and Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones were moving men in my TV show.
Yeah.
And so was Rick. Rick was in my movie. He's a movie man. Rick Fox. Because I did all the things I did in the 90s was like sports stuff. And Shaquille O'Neal had a big deal with Nickelodeon. And that was all the stuff that we did back then. So Shaq had this thing called sports theater. And so essentially my character was like the spawn of Steph Curry before Steph Curry, which is the 4-point shot. A great basketball narrative. We did a baseball one. Brian Robbins, who's now the president of Paramount, won a bunch of DJ awards for that. But being in the building, I think Shaq had 61,
63?
63.
Yeah,
I was there that night.
That was versus the Clippers, I believe.
Yeah. Remind them all.
And you know what? I believe that was the night of his birthday.
It was.
I believe that was the night of his birthday.
Yeah, Diesel.
And they had a big Keith Glass.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you a backstory about that night.
Okay.
That I believe that was the night that he asked for a bunch of tickets. And they weren't able to give him all the tickets he needed because it was his birthday.
Okay.
So he got pissed off and took it out on the Clippers.
On the court.
And took it out on the court and dropped 60 plus on the Clippers.
I love it. Shaq gave out a lot of tickets for the Lakers games for sure.
So that's a backstory on that particular night.
I got a good backstory. So I was at the Forum. Shaq gave me tickets. I took my grandmother, who died of breast cancer. Shout out to Una Vaca. But we went to in the back in the locker room, and Jordan had been there that night. And I had done enough sports movies that as I'm walking up and seeing MJ's like, "Hey, can I get a picture for me and my kids? Because they love all the stuff that you've done." So MJ got a photo with me and him on his camera. And then years later, I was at a dinner with Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I seen your picture on top of MJ's television at his house." And I'm like, that's a cool full circle story.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
MJ asking you, can I take a picture?
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool.
Thank you for watching Byron Scott's Fast Break. If you like what you saw, here's some more videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.